All right, guys, we're going to go a little old school today. And we're going to talk a little bit about Cold Steel and this Voyager that Alex from Alex's Knives and Such YouTube channel lent me. I've always wanted to check out the Voyager, so this is actually kind of cool. I have been a long-time fan of Cold Steel, as you can tell by this catalog that I still have from 2015. I know, what can I say? You guys all had this catalog, I'm sure. Maybe not this specific one from 2015, but I think we've all had a Cold Steel catalog along the way, somewhere, somehow. I always wanted, there was always a few that I wanted for sure. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I always wanted one of their kukris, but what I really wanted was one of these push daggers. And I just never broke down and bought one. If anybody has one that they would like to lend in, that would be super awesome. So I could check them out. Even some of their new ones. Like they've got some cool stuff. Okay. I mean, they've got some goofy stuff, but they've got some cool stuff. And I've always been interested in them. I have a couple of Cold Steels. I have a fixed blade. I have a little one, like a keychain knife over here that I use for unboxing sometimes. I also have a folder, was the gun sight. I don't remember exactly the model, but it was a gun sight weapons training facility collaboration thing that they did. But anyway, let's talk about this Voyager. I want to like it a lot more than I do. And if it were mine, I could make it into something I'd really like. I'm just going to get out of the way right now. The pocket clip is almost unusable. It is so short, there is so little spring to it that I can't get it in my pocket. And what helps it not go into my pocket, I don't know, is this aggressive texturing on the scale. Like it just grabs and it's almost impossible to put in your pocket. So for me, that's a problem. If it were my knife, I could bend the pocket clip out a little bit to make it usable. So that would be cool. It's AUS 10A blade steel, which some of you are going to be like, oh, that's crap. I'm not buying it. It's junk. You know, I'm not going to argue with you. But again, I go back to my earlier comments and, life comments that if it didn't say it on the blade and it wasn't in the paperwork, 90% of us wouldn't even be able to tell what the blade steel was, and we wouldn't care. Anyway, the blade finish is fantastic. It's a very heavy stonewash, almost a mirrored stonewash, which is a little odd, but it's just great. It's their grivery or grivery handle scales, which is fine with me. It is a lockback, which isn't my favorite now that I have evolved away from them. It is ambidextrous, but I believe you need a different clip that is a left-handed version clip because of the curve of the clip. Not much branding. It says Cold Steel. It says it's made in their Taiwan facility, and it gives the blade steel. On the front, it gives the model. So if we zoom out and we look at it in the hand, it feels really good in the hand. You're really locked in, but I always want to I feel like I need to choke up on it. I don't know why. Does my hand feel too far away from the blade? Something just feels a little off. So I kind of want to grab it like this. I don't know, which you can do. You can easily choke up safely because the blade is still a bit away. I don't know. I just feel like I'm a little bit far back. It does have a reverse grip that feels very comfortable, but yet again, I'm not some kung fu fighter, so I would never really use a knife that way. That's just me. It is a lockback, which is not my favorite. It doesn't thumb open, and flip open. Partially because this is just older and a bit dirty with some wrist, it will work. You can also roll it out. Jimping on top is good. Could probably take it apart, clean it a little bit, lube it up a little bit, and probably get the action better. But again, not my knife. And for what you use this for, either two-handed opening or slow rolling it out is going to work just fine, honestly. These are like $69. They are still available. I found them on Amazon, actually, in a clip point, a Tonto, serrated Tonto, partially serrated Tonto. I didn't find this drop point version, but I'll put an Amazon affiliate link down below just in case anybody is looking for a Voyager or anything else on Amazon. Click the link, go do your thing, whatever. You guys know how it works. I won't go into that. It is 5 3/8 closed, 9 3/16 overall. Almost a 4-inch blade, 3.97, 3.74-inch cutting edge. It's rather thick behind the edge at 0.034. Blade thickness is 0.132. We've already talked about the blade steel. Overall thickness is 0.633. And it weighs in at 5.2 ounces, which is roughly the same as a D-cell battery. I don't know how it carries in the pocket because, as I said, the pocket clip doesn't work. Here it is next to the Sharpie. The Spitzer-Co Delica, like dwarfs the Delica. Also along that same kind of budgety price, the Kubi KB237. I think you're getting a little bit more out of the cold steel. What do I have here else on the table? How about the Microtech Stitch that was loaned in from Peter over at a Therapeutic Edge while he is off at the Beard Oil and Camouflage Shorts convention. Apparently, he also made it to Blade Show. So I'm not exactly sure what happened to the Beard Oil and Camouflage Shorts convention, but I will talk to him about that later and find out what happened, because I was really looking forward to seeing the Camouflage Shorts exhibits through his eyes. Anyway, here it is next to the VC Edge interface. Awesome, awesome knife. Please go check out my interface video up here in the corner. And thank you, Alex, for loaning in this Cold Steel Voyager. Have a fantastic day.